Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. What we've got here is a Pontiac Historical Service documented genuine GTO. It's got a 4-speed, it's got a new vintage air setup, power steering, power disc brakes, it's got the gauges, the hood tach, the judge stripe. It also has a 350 motor. It's labeled up as a 400. It looks exactly like a 400. You can't tell it apart unless you check the numbers and codes. It's got some performance upgrades. It probably runs just as strong as the 400, and you're saving $10,000 because it's not the original 400 motor in there. So if you're looking for a great GTO to drive, got it right here. If you visit volocars.com, you can read all the specs, study the pictures, and get the price, not only on this one, but we do have a few hundred collector cars that are all for sale at volocars.com. If you enjoy watching the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon, and you'll be notified as the videos are posted. Right now, let me take you for a spin in this GTO. You'll notice it has the hideaway lights. I've said it before. I wouldn't own one without the hideaway lights. That just makes the car. That's me personally. But it's got that. It's got the Judge look on it. It is not labeled as a Judge, but it has the stripe, which technically you could order on any GTO. But they also left the trim rings off, which would typically be on a Judge. So it has the Judge look without calling it a Judge. But anyway, this car is on consignment from a good collector. It was represented to him as a 400 motor. We do our due diligence, check the codes and castings. It's a 350. We literally had this car all signed up, and because of the motor, we dropped the price $10,000. I think that should more than compensate that it's a 350. And I wouldn't do a thing about it. It runs strong. It looks like a 400. It'll be our little secret. You don't have to tell anyone at the car shows it's a 350. If you so decided to put a 400 in there, you have $10,000 discount to do that. Anyway, underneath the car, it appears to be really solid. It does have undercoated floors, but they look to be in really good shape. I'm assuming it's a disc brake conversion. A lot of these were still drum in '68, and the caliper, backing plate, all of the front disc brake components look new. When you do look up at the motor, it is clean. It's just spotless. The fuel pump looks new. The starter looks recent. The Muncie 4-speed all looks clean, like it's not been in there forever. It's clean looking. It's got a dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers, has sway bars front and back. The rear shocks look new. The body is real solid. I looked in the trunk, and I was really impressed to see it has the original spatter paint on the inside of the quarters. You never see that. Those are the original quarters. There's no cuts or splices, so it's factory quarter panels. I looked under the doors. That lip that folds over is clean. So it has clean original quarters, clean doors, and that's metal, so clean fenders. So it has a nice clean body. Look at the gaps. They all fit real nice. The hood is square and doors are square. Everything fits nice, so it has a good body. Paint job is sharp looking. You can drive this and be proud and get compliments. It's glossy. It's the original Verdoro green, no vinyl top. It's not a high-end paint job, I think is the best way to put it. It's got little imperfections in the paint, little pieces of dust, or little, like I said, imperfections. It's a nice paint job, but it's not a $15,000 paint job, but it's presentable. The rear bumper's re-chromed. I'm going to say the tail lights look like they're new. As I was saying, inside the trunk, it still has the factory spatter paint on the quarters. The seams in here are nice and clean, original. This is painted nice. The trunk floor is solid, original. It's been re-sprayed though. It does have a rally wheel for a spare. I don't see a jack. It has the Rally 2 wheels. They're painted up real nice. New center caps, lug nuts. BF Goodrich tires look like they don't have any miles on them. This trim around the window is original. It's got some little scuffs, little dimples, but again, it's presentable. Glass is nice. The vent window frame is shiny, but does have some pits on the chrome. This is not the correct antenna, but it's fine. Windshield's real nice and clear. Look how nice this fits. Now the rubber bumpers, they all had issues. This has a hairline crack here. A little something going on right here. It's got a couple cracks in the bumper. The grills are original. The headlights open. I'll demonstrate that in a minute, but they don't close. You have to go out there and lift them up to close them. So they'll need a little attention to get the headlights all adjusted and working the way they should. But right now they do open if you turn the lights on at night. This emblem looks new. It's got mirrors on both sides. The door jambs are clean. Weather strips are replaced. Now the interior, someone actually made the upholstery. It's all stitched. Probably would have been cheaper to buy reproduction already made upholstery because they did a fantastic job. It's not cheesy. It had to have been professional, but all the seats are stitched with the original pattern. Door panels are replaced. The trim on the seats, the chrome around them, all that's been redone. The dash pad's been replaced. You see how nice this all is? Armrests are nice. Carpet's new. It's got rubber GTO floor mats. Center console looks new. When I opened it, the tray inside there is missing. It's got a stereo in the dash, has the rally gauges and the clock in the dash. It does have speakers in the rear panel. Headliner's real nice. There's maybe a couple small wrinkles in it. It has all the seat belts, including the shoulder belts. So it's got a nice interior. Again, it's dressed up as a 400. You can't tell them apart. It's the same valve covers, which happen to be new chrome, but it has a polished aluminum Edelbrock, giant polycarb. It's got an HEI ignition system with huge plug wires, so it does have some performance upgrades. Alternator looks brand new. The whole master cylinder, brake booster, all that looks new. That's probably part of the disc brake conversion. Batteries got new cables bolted down. And I'm not sure if it's a vintage air system, but it's a new heat and air system. All the way through the firewall, the controls inside, it's all upgraded. It has power steering. Now this whole engine bay was painted when they painted the car. The inner fenders, the firewall. So it's nicer than average in there, but again, not a pristine, show quality paint job in the engine bay. There's a few nicks and chips, but it looks good. Why don't we fire it up? The seats have new cushions in them too, so the seats are real nice. Got a cam in it, I can tell you that. Hood tachometer works. Clock is not working. That sounds healthier than any stock 400 I've had in here. You see the headlights open. Hood fits nice and square. Door shuts beautifully. I like these arrowhead lights too. It's just a neat little touch. But anyway, there you have it. A good, solid, real GTO, 4-speed, air conditioning, hideaway lights. This is a get in and go drive type of car. You don't have to spend a fortune to buy it. And you are saving $10,000 because of the motor. We literally had the contracts written up for over a week. It was it was, a done deal. And when we found out the motor, the owner agreed to our recommendation of dropping the price. So someone's going to get a good car at a fair price here. Visit volocars.com. Plenty of ways on there to contact the salesman. I just gave you my impression of the car, but they can answer any specific concerns you may have. They'll also help with all the paperwork, financing, delivery. They'll make that real easy for you. Visit volocars.com. If you enjoy watching the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. You'll be the first to see the next one posted. Thanks for watching.